Millions of dollars of coins have been illegally bought, sold, and traded in the 4 years that Hypixel Skyblock has been around. Beneath the serenity of the biggest MMORPG in Minecraft is an expansive black market of illegal coins. The sheer volume of sales is unbelievable, especially when we go back to the beginning. So, how much have you actually earned? I'd say between $300,000 and $400,000. If you combine everyone in this group chat, we probably did over $1 million in sales, and maybe profit as well.
I'm in the empire business.
Some of the individuals we'll discuss today have made enough money to buy a house just from selling Minecraft coins. My name is Sudi, and welcome as we explore Skyblock's history of IRL trading, from running 40 bot accounts on a single PC to duping enough coins to pay for college tuition. One seller told me, "Never paid taxes, never will."
FBI, open up!
IRL trading is the practice of buying, transferring, and selling coins for real-life money. On Hypixel, this is strictly forbidden. Despite the illegality on Hypixel and potentially in real life, the incentives are pretty easy to understand. Buyers can skip hundreds of hours of progression by purchasing coins to get ahead, and whenever there's a demand for something, sellers will appear to fill that demand. Even still, getting caught for IRL trading is the fastest way to get banned and wiped from Skyblock, and these days, it is very difficult to not get caught. As we speak, there are dozens of shops illegally selling coins for profit, and engaging in the field is incredibly risky. Back in the day, things were much simpler. In the summer of 2019, Technoblade was frequently uploading Skyblock videos, the best set in the game was Emerald Armor, and Skyblock was still in prototype. Even at this stage in the game, some players were looking to profit. In early July, one forum user posted a screenshot of a player advertising his Skyblock coin shop. In fact, he had a big stock of 7 million coins. Just a few weeks later, another user mentioned someone offering a rank upgrade in exchange for his Aspect of the End sword. Advertising anything in public lobbies, especially illegal coins, is quite risky because it can easily be seen by staff. Because of that, higher level traders turn to other areas in order to set up their marketplaces, including eBay and Fiverr. For instance, I will give you coins in Hypixel Skyblock, cheapest on the market. One shop owner sold over $1,000 on Fiverr before he got banned from there. Fiverr and eBay weren't the best places to be, so many sellers turned to MC Market. MC Market is a forum where people sell tons of video game items, crypto conversions, Minecraft plugins, and of course, Skyblock coins. They had their own reputation system, so successfully trading with a lot of people meant that you could be trusted enough for buyers to know you're legit. At this point, 1 million coins sold for around $7 each. Enter Blitz, a Minecraft coder and Skyblock exploiter who had a monumental impact on the community. In fact, we can still feel the reverberations of what Blitz did today. He revolutionized the macro scene when he introduced scripts to Skyblock. Blitz was brought into the game when a friend of his asked him to create a script to automatically buy cobblestone from the NPC and craft it into its enchanted form. When the script was finished, Blitz slid it over for free. Soon afterwards, another player messaged him asking to code basically the exact same thing and offered $50. Blitz agreed, sent the code he made for the friend, and walked away with a profit. The player who paid Blitz for the script was an early IRL trader and was making incredible amounts of cash just with that automatic crafting macro. The seller came back to Blitz numerous times, asking him to code more features and, of course, paying him well. And Blitz soon realized how lucrative IRL trading actually was. The crafting macro he sold for $50 was able to generate millions of coins per day, or over $100 worth. Blitz then made a post on MC Market asking if there was interest in his scripting services, and the post really blew up. He made a macro for cobblestone, which was incredibly efficient. The script would run an account through an infinite cobblestone generator, and depending on the tier, would craft that into enchanted cobble, store it in chests, and basically do anything you could possibly want. The basic script was $30, and the highest tiers sold for between $200 and $300. Blitz made these sales on MC Market with his his posts constantly being at the top of the Skyblock forum section. One thing that made Blitz unique was that his scripts were some of the first to have an account authentication system. This meant each account running the script had to be whitelisted, so someone couldn't just buy the macro and then send it to their friends. Of course, the premium versions had the most features, including automatically crafting items into enchanted cobblestone and storing them in backpacks. With 7 stacks of enchanted cobble and an enchanted block of redstone, a super compactor can be crafted. These sold for hundreds of thousands of coins on the auction house, but of course the redstone had to be purchased separately. Using this method in the mega cobblestone generator with teleport pads at either end, one account could automatically generate 5 million coins per day, and even more if the scripts ran overnight. By the end of 2019, coins sold for $5 per million, meaning with this cobble script, one account would bring in $25 worth of coins completely AFK. And that adds up quick when you have people like Hidden Side rocking 40 accounts at a time. By talking about this, it's possible I may not be able to get the YouTube rank, but who knows? Subscribe so we can see if Hypixel decides if this content is too illegal for its network. Okay, let's take a look at the supply chain of IRL trading. Scripters generated insane amounts of coins from their endless bots and then sold those coins in bulk to shop owners and resellers. The sellers would then sell to players at a higher rate in smaller quantities to distribute. At first, coins were transferred through the auction house or trade menus, but later methods became more sophisticated, like putting enchanted diamond blocks in a backpack and then drop trading those. IRL trading is incredibly damaging to the game because it upsets the economy and is unfair for everyone else. Imagine you devoted hours and hours to be able to one-shot zealots, only for some dude who illegally bought all the items needed to run around at Mach 10 to steal all your loot. Thus, in early 2020, Simon, Hypixel himself, began to go after IRL trading websites. On April 10th, he announced on the official Hypixel Discord, "Warning, selling or buying Skyblock coins is not allowed and will result in a permanent ban." He went on to say that the list of players who engaged in this illegal activity numbered above 10,000. It's around this time that the Skyblock section of MC Market was taken down, likely because of legal pressure from Hypixel. In July, Simon replied to a tweet writing, "IRL trading is causing a lot more damage to the game than people realize, and I'm spending a lot of money, time, legal on it," and continued by floating the idea of selling coins from the official Hypixel store. Despite the Skyblock forum being totally purged, MC Market is still around, and now goes by the name Built by Bit. Another harm resulting from IRL trading is the wiping of innocent players. Simon professed that it's super easy to detect who buys illegal coins. When those players get wiped, sometimes innocent co-op members are also caught in the crossfire. With MC Market gone, of course IRL trading wasn't going anywhere, so people turned to Discord. 2 players who all call Luthen and Epoch founded a Discord server called Skyblock Dark, where sellers sold in bulk rates. The bulk rates were a lot cheaper than the retail stuff found on Fiverr, eBay, and MC Market, and buyers in Skyblock Dark would turn around and resell the coins they bought for a profit. The Skyblock Dark Discord server grew to hundreds of members, and Blitz became one of the admins. Not too long afterwards, Luthen exit scammed over 10 billion coins, worth thousands of dollars of real-life money at the time. Luthen also nuked the entire Skyblock Dark Discord by deleting channels and doing everything possible to cover his tracks. With the main hub for IRL trading being thrown out, Epoch created a new server. The new Dark community remained quite popular until late 2020 and was pretty exclusive as well. Epoch even sold invites for hundreds of dollars, but that went downhill when Blitz created his own marketplace. He called it the Coin Cartel. Apart from just cobblestone, Blitz had released scripts for building and harvesting sugarcane farms. Those were even bigger than the cobble scripts, but Hypixel tried to put an end to macroing in mid-2020 by adding CAPTCHAs to Skyblock. CAPTCHAs are those "Are you a robot?" quizzes that you have to fill out on the internet, and in Skyblock, this was done using maps. Players who are farming are randomly checked to see if there's a human around, because if not, the server could be sure that the player was macroing. Well, it only took Blitz 5 days to figure out how to bypass the CAPTCHAs and implement that into his scripts. The script sensed whenever the player started holding a map, and that sent a request to a CAPTCHA solving website. These websites cost money, so Blitz covered that by selling the CAPTCHA solvers as an extra feature. This corresponded with the rise in ad bots, bot accounts going lobby to lobby advertising different servers. As one seller explained to me, bots were brought onto Hypixel in mid-2020 and would party everyone in the lobby. Whenever someone accepted the invite, the bot would give a website linking to a Discord saying, "Buy coins for cheap." This wasn't very efficient because it requires people to actually accept the party request, so IRL traders began publicly sending their messages in the hub, switching lobbies, and then doing it again. For a while, this was done with fully loaded Minecraft accounts, but eventually, console clients were brought into play. Console clients allowed botters to run dozens of accounts at a time while requiring significantly less computing power. Tons of random accounts running these advertisements were able to attract hundreds of joins per day without getting banned. In fact, they could sometimes run for a week or more with only getting muted. This method of advertisement became impossible after Microsoft migration took effect. That wasn't the only method of advertising though. Some IRL sellers even went so far as to buy YouTube ads to play before videos. Blitz created some of those adbot scripts, as well as gas combat macros, a bazaar flipping script, a cocoa bean script, and Perl spam bots. In association with his own marketplace, he even created bots for trading, drop trading, and transferring coins automatically. With all this going on, it wasn't long before Hypixel began to crack the whip. IRL trading took a massive hit in June 2020 when Hypixel started banning IRL traders and sellers in waves. Before that, there was basically no risk of getting banned. By July, Simon wrote that thousands of people had been banned and wiped for IRL trading. Blitz, who had dabbled in selling coins directly, realized it was more trouble than it was worth. Rather than have to deal with angry customers who got banned and wiped, Blitz instead continued to work to become a one-stop shop for all things an IRL seller needs, including the scripts, ad bots, alt accounts, and proxies for avoiding IP bans. He was making tens of thousands of dollars a month, and looking back, could have made even more had he implemented a subscription model rather than take a one-time fee for each new feature release. Blitz eventually moved away from Skyblock as IRL trading started to decline. His sales took a massive hit, with everyone getting banned, especially considering how good Hypixel's detection systems are. At the peak of his craft in March and April 2020, Blitz was selling dozens of scripts per day for hundreds of dollars each. 6 months later, his income was less than half of that. Still, Blitz walked away from the game with several $100,000, but it wasn't the dwindling profits that pushed him out of the game. In order to create the scripts that he sold, Blitz had used code from the Minecraft modder Lightloader from a publicly available online repository. The guy who had written that code got mad because people like Blitz were profiting from scripts based on what he had posted to the internet for free, so he told them to stop. Blitz did not, and 2 years later, that original coder struck back. The coder created a method to grab the code for Blitz's macros without the need for authentication, meaning anyone could use the scripts without paying. The first time this happened, Blitz was able to patch the exploit, but the cat was out of the bag. These scripts could be accessed for free as long as someone dug it through the source code enough. This would be like going to Netflix and messing around on their website to watch anything without having to pay. With Blitz's business model entirely disrupted, he walked off into the sunset with his fat stacks of cash. Nowadays, there are dozens of different clients that include these scripts in them, so even if Blitz came back, he wouldn't have the monopoly on scripting that he used to. On September 8th, 2020, Minikloon released the 0.9 patch. This added gems to the Hypixel store and booster cookies to Skyblock, which essentially allow players to buy coins legitimately. Simon himself stated that the goal of the booster cookie revenue was to double the Skyblock development team for more consistent updates and a better game experience for everyone. As he described, these IRL traders are causing thousands and thousands of players to be banned, and if we were to total the profit of all these traders, they would probably be making more than us, the creator of the game. While booster cookie coin prices are unlikely to ever undercut the prices of IRL trading shops, they nonetheless provide legit players the opportunity to get some coins and support the server with absolutely no risk of getting banned. Even still, IRL trading remained very profitable. One player, who I'll call Goldplex, was a normal Skyblock gamer who had played legit for about a year. By early 2021, he had earned $1 billion in coins without breaking the rules at all. Being a broke student, Goldplex sold his coins for around $500 and realized this was a pretty solid business venture. After learning how to produce coins, market them, and sell them, Goldplex was bringing in some pretty decent cash. He bought a $3,000 PC so he could run his operation more smoothly, and in September 2021, he finally figured out his business model. By the following April, his shop did $20,000 in sales in a single month. Skyblock coins have real-life value, and whenever people have something of value, there will be others who want to take that from themselves. Just as people break into others' homes to steal their belongings, hackers started to break into people's Minecraft accounts to steal their Skyblock stuff. Minecraft is notorious for the poor account security it had before Microsoft migration. Millions of accounts were resold at super cheap prices. In late 2020, the trend of looting caught on, where IRL traders would search through hundreds of cracked Minecraft accounts and take their Skyblock stuff. Eventually, this turned into actively stealing people's credentials with rats. Rats stand for Remote Access Trojans, with the Trojan being malicious code laced in Skyblock mods that grab people's login information and send it to the hacker. Despite breaking real-life laws, ratters are able to gain tremendous wealth through theft. This inexcusable trend caught on in 2021, with ratters advertising their mods with advertising scripts, fake Discord bots, and even YouTube videos. If you see a free dupe mod in the description of a YouTube video, do not install it. Speaking of free dupe mods, the role of duplication glitches is something that I've underplayed up until this point. Even back in 2020, there was something called the Null Hub community, which was a group of Skyblock exploiters dedicated to finding cool glitches. The players involved in Null Hub absolutely despised IRL trading, but a couple members turned their back on the rest of the group when they discovered a duplication glitch. Two of these players went by the aliases of Kepler and Spooky and sold duped coins to supply different shops. A third Null Hub member, who I'll call Mega, was also selling coins, but in a different shop. All of these people were actually using the same duplication glitch involving a dungeon's GUI, but were constantly undercutting each other's prices to attract buyers. Just look how much fluctuation these prices have. It totally crashed the market, but still, Kepler and Spooky walked away with over $150,000. With the value of these duplication glitches, some sellers will drop thousands of dollars at a time for the methods of production. Dupes involving lobby crash rollbacks used to be very effective because a full inventory at a time of items could be duped, but now the admins pretty quickly patch any lobby crash method that's used a couple times in a row. Still, dupes are insanely profitable. One exploiter made more than $5,000 in a very short period of time by selling duped coins to the top shops in the game. On the topic of duping, join my Discord and DM me if you have any info, screenshots, or footage to contribute to the complete history of duping project. Nowadays, many IRL trading platforms sell ratted coins while claiming that they're totally legit. One coin shop, which I covered in a previous video, had a controversy when two of their admins acted as middlemen to scam while selling accounts. They used two people, one who worked as a trusted middleman and the other as the bait. The baiter would DM someone asking to buy their account, and that person would make a ticket to get a middleman. The middleman would log on to the account to verify that everything was working fine and proceed with the transaction. While being on the account, the middleman would get the account's login token as the baiter backed out of the deal. Later, the middleman would log onto the account to steal everything. Hypixel has taken many steps to combat IRL trading. Since the early days, transfer methods have changed a lot. It used to be as easy as auctioning off a dirt block and having the seller bid the coins there. Valuable items could also be undetectably transferred by dropping them onto people's personal items or transferred in public lobbies, but that's since been disabled. The Skyblock development team also has a sophisticated system for catching scripters, and that's an ongoing game of cat and mouse. While all these steps have been taken to combat IRL trading, not much has been done about ratting. Thousands of players have had billions upon billions of coins stolen without any recourse. Do not install mods sent by other people. Do not accept free ranks from other people, and do not use Microsoft to verify yourself when joining a Discord. Okay, the title of this video has the word illegal in it. But do any of these activities actually break the law? Yes. If IRL traders engage in ratting, that is very illegal. As for traders who aren't involved in ratting, there's still a pesky little thing called taxes. The government, as always, wants its share of your income, so failing to report monetary gains, even from Minecraft, is a federal crime. Blitz registered a company and reported the profits he made from his scripts as business income, which is totally above board. Another coin owner told me, "I do pay all my taxes and run this legally. Hypixel rules aren't the law." But that isn't everyone. When another seller was asked, "Did you have to pay taxes, Mr. Evasion Man?" the seller replied, "Hell nah, you remember where I live? Lamau, them taxes." In the 4 years that Skyblock has been around, we went from coins selling for $7 per million to now 8 cents per million. If you add the total amount of revenue generated from IRL trading, it's likely over $10 million. Nowadays, the market is incredibly saturated with coin shops, so becoming a seller and actually making a profit is quite difficult. The individuals mentioned today got very lucky about when and how they got started, which isn't something that can be replicated. If you yourself want easy coins, just buy some booster cookies, because otherwise you're gonna get banned and wiped, and be very sad. Shout out to Blitz, Morty, Ozmad, Ducklewick, and everyone else who preferred to stay anonymous for making this video possible.